Hello, Sylvan tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV DS with me, BlueAnkylo. In the last episode, we went to Castle Giot, explained to the king how we failed, met Sid, who survived, fixed our airship, and traveled around the underworld. Today, we're starting one of the side dungeons you don't need to do if you don't want to, but I would highly recommend it. We'd best watch our footsteps, says Cecil. Rosa thinks that the going looks treacherous without float. He has little room for maneuvering. Kane can still jump, even in caves, for whatever reason. Edge is wrong, as usual. And, Rydia, is someone out there? Well, she may have the foresight. So, as they suggest, you really should use float down here. Now, I'll show you why before I cast it. Oh good, we're taking damage. So, it's, I think it's 10 damage per flash. No, it's 50 damage per flash. So it does add up quite quickly. If you have not gotten Rosa to the level that she learns float, you're gonna have a bit of a hard time. On the other hand, she gets it pretty quickly, so it's not that bad. And you'd be pretty, I would say you're quite under-leveled if you did not have float by now. On the other hand, we'll get some nice new enemies to fight. Let's Librify him. We got some Tunneler. Oh. He's not very tough, I guess. I keep forgetting to equip Kane's axe. Also, 400 experience. Wow, that's disappointing. As much as the axe is nice, I feel like Kane, you know, he should be using a spear. That's what he's meant to use. The Ice Lance does a little bit less damage, it's true. Well, 5 less, yet fine. The axe is better. It is flat out better. You win, game. You win. Got some angel arrows. So I think someone mentioned that on Rosa, when somebody dropped the angel arrows, it was actually one of the really rare drops, but it's also one of the really rare drops that doesn't matter because you can get them super easily from a chest. Hooray for me getting one of the more pointless random drops. Randomly rare drops. You may have noticed that treasure chest in the wall. We'll try to figure out how to get there. The Sylph cave always confuses me. There's a lot of secret tunnels, a lot of secret passages that don't connect up the way you'd want. So there's a lot of going up and down to different floors and trying to figure out where you're going. Also, these guys suck. Let's summon like Ifrit. We're gonna dual cast here. We're gonna Asuna on Cecil because now draw attacks will get him killed because he's been turned into a toad, which is pretty bad for everybody involved. And probably just heal him up actually. Didn't I summon something? I thought I said summon Ifrit. What happened? Interesting. Anyway, Cecil will be back in action. This is actually probably a decent time to cry now that I think about it. Oh good, we just cast Asuna and surprise, it doesn't last. This is working really well. One of the problems is Asuna costs a lot of MP, so you burn through it really quickly if you try that. The problem is if Cecil is continuously frogged, he will, he'll get crushed. Because you get a lot less defense power when you're a frog. I was pretty sure they were weak against fire. That's why we went with Ifrit. Ifriti. We can jump with an axe, right? I never double-checked that. Now, just for posterity, I would like to Libre it if I can, just so you guys can see how much HP they got. I think it's like 7,000-ish. Wow, this guy's taken quite a lot of damage. Yeah, he's almost dead. Very close. Nice try, Rydia. Alright, so you'll find in the Sylph cave that the marlboros are, for the most part, the most annoying enemies. There's some other things that are pretty annoying, but the marlboros are the worst. And they will cause us to use up a lot of MP. Both for healing and for restoring status ailments. So we gotta keep Cecil cured up or else he'll get killed very quickly. Well, toadified and then killed. Keep your eyes open for secret passages. Alright, this should be pretty easy. Also, I would like, before we kill him, just to get Libra. We know that Cecil can kill him in a single hit. Let's just see. 1000 HP. It's not really worth much. They're very easy to kill, and they're not worth a whole lot of experience, so. Tunnelers! Gaia's Drum, they let you summon Titan for free. That's, or not Titan, sorry, Quake. Similar, but not exactly the same. I don't think there's any passages there. I think we have to go down and then come back up somewhere else to get the rest of that floor. One rather annoying thing is you have to recast float every floor. Not just every floor, but every time you switch floors. So it's another thing that's going to drain our MP, unfortunately. But, I mean, it's either that or casting Cure all the time. Is there, like, a secret along here? No. Now, there is an augment you can get that eliminates random encounters entirely. I will try to get that before too much longer. Cry, might as well. The main job here is to kill the Bog Witch. Because she's the one that is annoying. When she does Sing My Pretties, then however many frogs are with her, we'll cast, each of them will cast Toad once. Now if they cast on the same person, you'll just alternate between being a human and being a toad. Thanks to draw attacks, it looks like they're all going to go to Cecil, which is actually really good. That I can just leave him on defend, and that will help out a lot. Weak against ice. I'm not sure if the witch is also weak against ice. You can defend. We'll cast Libra on the Bog Witch, and then probably just use Shiva to wipe him out. So 3 more. One of the reasons I was sort of waiting here is if they do 3 more on Cecil, he should end up being human. We want Shiva. Probably. I'm not 100% sure about the Bog Witch. Okay. The Bog Witch is not weak against ice. The frog, the toads are, though. And because we took too long, they get another casting of Toad. Hooray for wasting my time. I've actually missed one, which ends up with Cecil being human again. Get out of there, Kane. This is Shiva. And that destroys everything. As usual, Rydia can deal with the entire group pretty easily. Until she runs out of MP, anyway. Alright. So there's a way down. I'm just trying to remember so I get all the secret passages without having to backtrack too badly. Because I'd rather only cast Float the minimum number of times. Oh good, back attack Marlboro. That's gonna hurt. Do I keep doing... Yeah, I keep going with Asuna. Go with Ifrit. We'll just defend with Cecil. Good! We got two bad breaths, and it actually turned him out of being a frog. I don't know if that works in every version, necessarily. So if you were equipped with the fire sword, you would do a little bit of extra damage on these guys. On the other hand, we do a pretty good hit, so... They go down pretty quickly, at the very least. They're just annoying with bad breath. And the fact that they're only targeting Cecil is really, really helpful. Because being able to, like, silence our mages is pretty annoying. I think we go up first, rather than going deeper down to try to finish the treasure on the first floor. Oh yeah, the little spirit heads thing. So on this battle, this time... we're not going to be able to cast Ifrit to kill everything. I'd like to see how much damage Fira can do to the Marlboro. I'd like to get a turn eventually as well, if we could get a turn to do some of our attacks. Let's see what these guys have. Evil Dreamers, yeah, they absorb fire, so multi-target fire no longer so good. Fira is not that good. Okay, that's kind of what I expected. Oh, Edge got put to sleep. That's why we never switched Rose. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Alright, Evil Dreamers are pretty annoying. These are just flat out annoying battles, I have to admit. Alright, multi-silence, multi-sleep. It's just auto-battle, we should be fine now. They just take forever! So many debilitating, annoying spells. Oh good, they do have an attack. Didn't do that much. Confused him, good work, and then killed him. Okay, well, it wasn't that hard, it just sort of dragged on thanks to having Edge put to sleep and so on and so forth, but it's okay. Alright, anyway, it looks like maybe no secret passages on that floor, I don't know. From here, we will try to get the rest of the treasure on this floor. It is actually not too bad in the Sylph Cave thanks to the auto map of the DS. In the other versions with no auto map, it's kind of more annoying because you forget where you are. This is very useful. This is our rest pedestal, obviously, where you can use tents and stuff. I'm not going to worry about it right now because we've got lots of MP. But once Rydia and Rosa get low, this is probably where you should head. Pretty obviously. There's got to be a secret passage at the end here. Come on. Alright, this will go quick. Edge has been silenced. Doesn't really matter. Oh, you know what I should have done? Sorry, guys. I should unequip his steal command. I'm not going to be using it very often. I need to remember to equip it later on. But for the most part, steal is not very good in this game. I'd rather he use ninjutsu. At least you can see what that does. Yeah, we can go through here. I had to assume you could. Alright, we got the Elven Bow. Looks like probably an upgrade for Rosa, I'm gonna have to guess. Alright, 10 more damage, a little bit more speed. The speed is actually quite nice. Come on, it's only +1, but... just double checking there's no connections from that chest. There could be more branches on this path, in this secret passage, than we can see. 400. Those things are really not worth fighting, are they? 400 experience at this point in the game? Sheesh. It's like 1/10 of what you need for a useful battle. Okay, preemptive is good. No, don't auto-battle. Dang it! I did not mean to auto-battle there. Yeah, we did not do nearly as much damage as I could have if I'd organized that a little better. We're not going to use Ifrit though now. We've done enough damage, we're okay. Right, I should show you ninjutsu. We'll see how much damage it's doing. I remember it being generally not that great, but you never know. Maybe it'll surprise me. Oh, and I noticed Cecil is nearly dead. Bad breath will remove the oh good, then they immediately... okay, we'll dual cast... oops. Dual cast Asuna plus Kira. And that should get him relatively healed up. Just continue defending Cecil. Don't die. Don't die on me. It looks like Asuna does not remove Sap. That's kind of annoying. It's one of those debuffs that I don't think very much gets rid of. Kane is level 50. And to be fair, I am, like I said, fairly high level, so as it turns out, these battles aren't too bad. Alright, let's head to the left. The Elven Bow was worth picking up, though. I like it when we get equipment upgrades. It's worth my time. If it was all that just for what's it called? Oh, he's silenced. If it was all that work just to get a high potion or something, that's what I'm trying to say. My brain was failing me. Anyway, we should be good here, set up pretty solidly. Managed to get Ifrit before anyone got bad breath. Kills the one in the front. Kill the one in the back. Alright, good. Preemptive strikes, when you don't do stupid auto battles, work just fine. Unless you set up your auto battle to be Ifrit and all that stuff. Which isn't a bad idea. Okay, that's another passage down. Hold on. So many passageways. $1,000. Cottage. So I want to double check these corners. It's annoying because it gives us, you know, we keep ending up having extra encounters, but it's going to make our life easier in the long run. Okay, once everyone's attack goes through, we should have enough to finish this battle. If it ever goes through. Oops, it's not even who I wanted Kane to attack, but it should be fine. I actually thought that the guy in the back was going to die. I thought both of those marlboros would have died from the Ifrit. Alright. Point is, it's dead now. And so is Cecil. Dang it! I didn't even notice. I'm sorry, Cecil. I wasn't paying attention. I got impatient. This dungeon can do that to you. Alright, well, I'll just use a Phoenix down to save a little bit of MP. I've got a few. And a Maiden's Kiss because I'm right here. I know there's a rest point right there. It's probably more efficient to just use magic and then use your tent. I'll let Cecil as soon as this is even more wasteful, but there you go. Okay, looks like we can't go through the walls there. Right, thanks to Cecil dying, whatever. We're about to leave this floor. Thanks to Cecil dying, he lost his float protection. Let's recast that now. Oh, this dungeon's already driving me crazy. We're not even like halfway through it, I don't think. Alright. Finish the map. You're just gonna get frogged to death. Get Shiva in there. Let's just let that go. We'll see what happens. Every time you get turned into a frog or a toad, it resets your timer. So, it's really hard to get your actions in while that's going on for Cecil there. But you can see why it's useful to have draw attacks then, because if that was happening to, like, Rydia, it would keep messing up our spells and we'd never be able to cast it. Draw attacks, I have to admit, is, like, possibly the most advantageous augment in the entire game. Whether or not you use counter doesn't matter. Just not having your mages get interrupted like that is so good. Oh, this is definitely a passageway. Might as well explore this out. Alright, we've got ninjutsu, right? I was going to show you this stuff. I have no idea how much... No, they'll probably be immune to earth. Let's just see how much damage Flood can do. And apparently Rydia is asleep. Right, this is like the worst battle. I think after this one, I'm just gonna start running away. I'm just gonna start running away right now. This is ridiculous. Everyone's asleep. We can't hardly do anything. There we go. Sure, we may have left 4 people behind, but in practice it doesn't matter. That's right. That's my new most annoying battle. We're just gonna run from those. It's just too much hassle. Isuna, please. Alright. Let's continue. So, we get a little treasure chest. It's an enemy ambush. Alright, well, that's acceptable. What do we get? 5 frogs. Let's see how well Blitz... No. Ice, right? Let's see how well... Flood is water. I actually don't know... Does Flood count the way Ice does? I can't remember. I think it does not, actually. Water is its own separate element, so... Now, they only have 1600 HP, so it might work anyway. Oh, are you seriously all gonna cast? Ugh. It takes forever, all the animations. I wish there was a way to turn them off, honestly. They're good, it's just they take so long. Let's see if Flood can kill them. Not even close. Well, I know what else can do it. Shiva, finish the job. Why mess with Edge's ninjutsu when basically a summon will do way better? Alright, everything is good. Nothing to worry about. We now have a Mage Masher. I feel like maybe buying a bunch of Maiden's Kisses before you come here is a good idea. Probably a smart idea. So the Mage Masher, if you want to equip it on somebody, I think it's a reasonable equipment for Kane or for Edge, whoever this is. You lose a little bit of attack power over the kunai, but it'll make his blitzes a little bit better for one. The intellect is based on his blitz attacks, or sorry, ninjutsu. And the speed, yeah, and it does do extra damage to mages. I believe the Toad Bog Woman is a mage, considered a mage. Now I thought there was another connection around here, so I'm gonna be running along to the right. Maybe it looks like there's not. More loop-de-looping, I guess. Come on, why is Kane last? It turns out that I actually didn't even get to act before the stupid... Sometimes the active time battle system is... You just can't choose who you want to choose. So you get preemptive strike, but it takes you so long to get to the person you want to go first that the enemies end up going first after all. Pretty brutal. Maybe I should have just switched to Rydia and done it Ifrit right off the bat. Seems to be more effective than anything else we do. Unfortunately, she can only cast 2 more until I need to rest up. I should have maybe gone to the save point. I'm probably just going to burn some ethers once Rydia runs out. Actually, no, she's got Osmos. We can try draining some MP. Oh, hold on. Let's float. Don't worry, guys. If this place is frustrating for you, just imagine how bad it is on me. And I've done this dungeon many, many times. Okay, we got a new enemy. Try to kill the evil dreamer, maybe. I'm pretty sure the tree will be weak against fire. Unfortunately, Rydia has been put to sleep. I was counting on her to use Ifrit here once we kill the dreamer thing. And I was expecting to actually hit it, maybe with Cecil or something, but no, the debuffs are just crushing us. Crushing our souls. I guess Cecil's technically blind. Yeah, weak to fire, no surprise. Wow. Cecil is gonna die. I'm glad I had him on defend. He probably would have died on that last hit, actually. At least the Evil Dreamer is dead. At least I have one. Actually, don't even need the alarm clock. By the time I finally used it, it was too late. That's great. Alright. Thanks, Edge. That really helps now. Too slow. This should finish it off. Actually, apparently the tree ant had just enough HP to survive. Alright, we're good. I think I hate it in video games when my characters get all debuffed. I understand, like, it's probably good game mechanics, good design to have, like, stuff like that happen, but for whatever reason, once my characters start getting put to sleep, silenced, you know, it drives me crazy. That's why I always equip, everyone, I think, equips the ribbon. Status immunity is so valuable just to ease up the frustration meter a bit. I'd probably just run whenever there's a... This is actually the end of the... I found the end before I got all the treasure. Yeah, we're just getting out here. What the heck is this? There is no way it is worth my time to deal with these guys. It's possible Rydia could have killed them all with one, like, Mist Dragon or something. I'm not going to bother. Treasures over there. I don't think there's any secret passages on this area. This is, of course, the bit that we were looking for that may contain some Sylphs. So this is good, at least. Oh, who's this? Yang? I thought you were dead. Maybe you are dead. Are you just holding onto his body? Carried him within. His eyelids fluttered like your wings. Your love alone is not enough. What have you been doing to him? I just tried to talk to him. I have a purpose. Yang is my friend. Point is, there's another side quest. But you do need to come here first to start it off. Eek, humans. We're not that bad, are we? Okay, we got some good stuff. So, let's see here. Equip. Yang survived! If only we could wake him. I'm sure we could carry him out, you'd think. But apparently not. So, Kiku Ikumanji. Kiku Ichimonji. Definitely more powerful than the Ashura. So this would be an argument for not buying an Ashura. You didn't really need to. And then the other thing... If I equip the Aura Staff, I'm not sure I will. I can't remember exactly what you get out of it when you use it as an item. I guess I'll have to check that out later on. But 5 Spirit, it would let Rosa heal a little bit more per cure. But other than that, it won't do very much. And then she can't confuse enemies with her bow. I don't know. I like having Rosa with a bow. I think it's nice. We might give her a staff eventually, but for now it's fine. I'm a bit worried that if I go up, I exit the dungeon entirely, so hold on a sec. I think this is your shortcut out. Yeah, that's definitely not what I wanted to do. We still have treasure to get. We're not getting out of here that easy. Yeah, we're still in the grind. We're getting out of here. Good, no one got put to sleep. I'm still not going to waste my life. Oddly enough, in the Sylph house, there was no ability to rest up. I kind of would have thought there would be. Like, Sylphs are kind of healing-y creatures. You'd think they'd let you rest up or at least magically heal you up. Yeah, to heck with fighting these things. It's not worth it. I don't even remember how much experience they gave you, but whatever it is, it's not worth it. I don't think there's any secret passages on this one. pretty sure we'll have to come from a different angle. Okay, so where have we been? Where haven't we been? Let's see if I can remember. Oh yeah, Yang survived. We must get word to Fabul. Okay, we'll try to tell his wife about it, maybe. He is pretty strong. I don't know how he survived explosion. You are correct. They saw the kindness in his bald body. Bald head, I guess. Magic. Rosa. Float. So my instincts directed me to the end of the dungeon before the treasure. Alright, well... I wish Edge had ice ninjutsu. I think in other versions of the game, perhaps. Oh, stupid Cecil. I think in other versions of the game, Flood might have counted. Like, I don't think there's a difference between water and ice in some versions, basically. I could be wrong, but or no, sorry, that's not what I meant to say. Sorry, I had a complete brain fart there. What I meant was... it took me a while to realize. I think the frogs were weak against lightning in other versions of the game. That way's Blitz would have worked on them. Possibly. Because I do remember using ninjutsu in here. Alright, let's continue on. This dungeon's starting to bore me. I think we came in from the bottommost path. So we haven't gone in through here yet, I don't think. Yeah, we definitely have not come through this direction yet. More floating every time. I wish that's one thing that would be better. If you just cast float once at the beginning of the dungeon, when you first got here, and then you didn't have to recast it every floor. That would be much, much better. Oh, good, we found a bunch of treasure. Got a silver apple. That's plus max HP. Now that I think about it, I probably should use a couple things. We've got a couple permanent stat upgrades here. Soma Drop, more MP. Probably most useful on Rosa. Although also pretty beneficial to Rydia. If you like using ninjutsu, maybe on Edge. If you like giving special augments that count as magic, you can give it to the other people, but I think Rosa tends to be the one that runs out the fastest. Plus, Rydia can use Osmos to try to get more. And then max HP, I just always give this to whoever has the minimum, which at the moment is Rydia. So then the next one goes to Rosa, probably. That's generally my thinking. Maybe giving them to Edge would be smart because he seems to die the most. Oh, like a golden apple. And another Soma Drop. I'm so glad I just went through my inventory. So... where are they? Golden apple, max HP plus 100. I'm just gonna give it to Rosa to keep her alive. And then another Soma Drop. Like I said, we'll stick with Rosa. Alright, those are nice. They're not a huge stat buff, but it's better than nothing. Okay, this was a good treasure isle. I don't... in fact, I'm pretty much 100% sure there's no secret paths on this floor anymore. Okay. I don't mind killing those guys. I don't think that really running away from that battle would have saved much time. So I believe this is one path completely finished. We're probably nearly finished here. I think there's only really one direction left that we haven't explored. So we're almost done this dungeon, which is nice. I should probably still rest up with a cottage when we go by the save spot, just so that we can cast more magic, because I'm not interested in fighting these guys. Good work, Cecil. Okay. We are losing a little bit of money to run away, but it's the cost of doing business. Hopefully I haven't missed any important secret passages. So we're gonna use the rest spot. Then we're gonna take this door down right here, and this will lead us back to the first sort of direct linear path, and then we have a branch somewhere else we haven't been yet. Ah, nice little rest. Surrounded by poisonous swamp and horrible monsters. We take a rest in our portable cottage. Pretty happy about that. Might as well save, but I don't think we have any huge risk of death or anything. It's just... it's always smart. Do we keep float? No. Even when you rest, you have to recast it. Alright. Good to go. Almost. I tried. Alright, this should be easy, no worries. Oh, they do poison you when they bite you. I suppose a lot of centipedes in real life are actually poisonous, so that makes some sense. I have no idea how poisonous a giant centipede would be. So, antidote. Alright. Let's try to wrap this place up before the episode goes over long. Right, so we never took the top left path out of here. Which is maybe where I should have gone first in retrospect. But, you know. It's also relatively possible that there's a secret passage here that I just haven't found. I'm pretty sure this is the door we came down from. Just gonna hug the wall here as we make our way around. Alright. Attack. Attack the other one. Summon Ifrit. Try to make sure they die. Please quickly cast it. This should be enough to finish them. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, so when you get a preemptive strike and you're on your toes, not so bad. Didn't waste any time anyway. Hopefully this just connects up to all the stuff I still need. And surprise, surprise, we need to cast Float again. If you're tired of me casting Float all the time, +1 BlueAnkylo point for everyone. That's pretty typical. Yeah, you know what, I'm tired of this. It's not worth it. It's not worth 569 gil. Unfortunately, it means I have to cure, but we have enough MP at the moment. I think that saved us some time overall. Can we? Yeah. See, I think I want to get. Trying to remember how this all connects up. Fairy Rod. Let's have a quick look. It's probably for Rydia. So, a little bit better MP than Polymorph. Or, sorry, Intellect. This is actually getting to the point where it might boost her spell damage enough that I should take it. +7 Intellect is pretty significant. Also, I'm interested in what its use effect is in battle. So let's equip that. I'll have a look. Trying to find the way to the right here. I don't think you actually can connect. I think this just connects up to the other path we saw, and we have to find a separate one that goes around to the other angle. Sorry, Kane, we left you behind to be murdered by ghosts. Yeah, this will just connect up right back there. Okay, so then does this actually connect up the way I want it to? I'm hoping. I'm hopeful. We're definitely not fighting these things. This is the confusing part of the Sylph cave. I don't know about you guys, but this is the part that was always confusing for me. There it is. Okay, I could have just gone right from the beginning. Okay. It's a pretty good secret. Okay. Then there's a bunch of chests used to block your path. But you can take... Well, actually... Oh no. How am I going to complete the map if I can't get down there? I think there's another way. Okay, Rosa. I gotta think we're almost done. I gotta think. The left is probably a dead end, but I want to just double check. This is good. Summon Shiva for this battle. And the melee goes after the toad. Oh, I was gonna... Actually... I don't know if... remember I equipped the Mage Masher on Edge? I wasn't sure if that applied like a weakness effect there or not. I also think we could win this battle pretty easily with no magic. If we just focus down the hag. The frogs I don't believe really do anything. Also, that's probably an ultra rare drop. Because those kind of items are not the sort of thing you see very often. So that's very nice. Yeah, it's definitely dead end. So I suppose this is one of the areas in the game you could grind and eventually get 999 MP on everyone in your party. I'm not, but you could. All right, Marlboro Man, time to die. I'm gonna guess that the Marlboro Man is probably a reference that very, very few of my viewers will get. Very nice. I do have to remember to check out that fairy rod. Yeah, Rydia's all grown up. She's got her own rod now. Doesn't have to use anybody else's. All right, Isuna. Might be better to use. Well, I guess I was gonna say it would be better to use Cecil's MP, but he can't cast it when he's silenced, obviously. So, Bomb Core, some Gil, more Gil, Remedy. So it pays for all of the running away we've been doing at the very least. Probably going to be like a guarded treasure chest here. Finish this floor. Good. Silver Apple, more HP. See, as much as this is an annoying dungeon, I think it's worth exploring. It's just, it's one of the more frustrating ones in my opinion. Not the worst, but very high up there. And because it's optional, it's like, all the time you spend here, you're like, well, I could be doing something better, like progressing the plot. I'm still just gonna summon Shiva. You notice that the boys weren't able to actually kill the hag that time in 3 hits. So the Shiva really was sort of required. The Shiva. Now, I'm also not 100% what happens when you hop... 100% sure what happens when you hop down here. Figured I would save it just in case. It's totally fine. You're supposed to come down here. It's just one way, I believe. I think as long as you completed the map on the previous floor, all is good. This should let us complete this map. Maybe get one more treasure. Maybe. Yeah. There we go. Another silver apple. Like I said, those aren't so bad. And you make it to here, and there's a teleporter. There we go. I think we're finally finished. Yeah, to heck with that. Not gonna happen. These guys are too annoying. You can take my money. I'm gonna run. So the red portals are teleporters, I guess. You don't see them very often. Oh, did I forget about this? Look what I forgot about. Haha! Treasure! Oops. So, for once in the game, float actually did persist through a new floor. Wow. Alright, well, let's get loaded, guys. Oh, it's guarded, of course. I think they all are. So we're gonna have a few fights. Now, one thing we know about trees is they don't like being burned down. Okay, that was garbage. That tree had time to berserk itself and attack before I got a full round. I did not even get a chance. Like, that's pretty bad manners. Like, I was really hoping Edge could have killed the trees with that. He's just not good enough. So Rose's turn was completely useless. That's good. Okay. Cecil is not going to get any experience today. Just attack. She took way too long on her Ifrit. Well, I mean, it's good for Rydia and for Rosa. They got lots of experience. Wowzers. Okay, that kicked my butt. Holy smokes. Alright, next battle, we got to take it a little bit more seriously. Wow. That was crazy how quickly we started losing people there. Alright, full HP. Oh, unfortunately, the float is all messed up. And I can't just multi-target, so I have to actually cast it twice to get it on everybody. Kind of annoying when that happens. I also should have equipped the other weapon we got. I forgot about that. Alright, 2 marlboros, not as bad. I was trying to get defend in there before that happened. I wasn't quick enough. I'm assuming the Ifrit here will finish them, basically. Almost. There we go. Alright, so 2 marlboros. We can handle that. The Marlboro tree combo turned out to be much worse. Let's remember to equip some stuff this time. If I remember correctly, the Avenger is a really good sword for Cecil. So, Avenger... Well, it's actually not much better than the Ogre Killer, if at all. A little bit speedier, stronger, so it will do a little bit more damage, but you lose some accuracy. That's annoying. Why would the axe be the most accurate weapon? You'd think swords would be more accurate in typical RPG setups. Oh well, we're going with the Avenger anyway. And the new weapon for do I want to do this? Moonring Blade it's a step up from Ashura. To be honest, I don't think we're going to run into very many mage enemies that this is going to help with. This is just more damage in general, and a little bit more speed. And also, his intellect doesn't really matter as much, because he's not going to... His blitzes or his ninjutsu is never going to be very good. Yay, Medusa arrows! What do we get this time? Alright, this is easy. Oh, does it... I didn't even notice that. I think Avenger is auto berserk in this version. Maybe it's not a very good equipment. Depends on if you want your character to be permanently... Yeah. Well, no, not auto battle. That'll probably kill them all. Assuming she doesn't fall asleep. So far, so good. Come on, Rydia. Come on, Rydia, don't fall asleep. So far, so good. Rydia, please don't... Ah, the last one! Oh, I hate these things. Can't escape. Oh. This is gonna take forever. This is literally going to take forever. I will keep trying. But they'll probably keep putting her to sleep every turn she's about to attack. Yeah, Cecil is doing a lot of damage with the Avenger. I think we're actually pretty good now. We've killed enough of them, it's not so bad. Plus, we managed to do our summon. The summon, yeah, very effective. Okay. Oh, I hate that battle. And I couldn't even run. I forgot that that was the chest battle, so that was my mistake. Can't run from those. What did I even get that time? I don't even remember what we picked up. Was it just another apple or something? Oh well. No, it was the... Oh, it was like the Medusa arrows, right. Like a spare set of Medusa arrows. Skip that chest. If you're playing along, just skip it. It's in your best interest to skip that one. Okay, a White Fang is probably not worth another one of these fights either. It's definitely not worth one of these fights. Oh. I'm also going to put haste on Cecil if I can. Because he's berserked and he's attacking like crazy, I also... One of the perks of berserk is you don't have to input the commands. So it's a little bit more reliable. It actually happens quicker in the turn order. And you can see Rydia got... That is so annoying. These things are the worst fights. It's not hard. Like, I don't think we have any real risk of dying on these battles. But man, does it just drag on and on. I guess we might as well jump. Did I not equip the Elven Bow on Rosa? What's going on? Did I like forget about that? That's pretty shoddy. Good work, Blue. Yeah, Killer Bow, that's the wrong one. Alright. Please tell me there's no quad dreamers in the next one. I hate those things. So, did I seriously mess that up? Don't ask me why I forgot to equip that. Okay, you know what? The top 3 chests are just garbage. Especially if they're all the same fight. They are. Maybe we'll get to summon something with Rydia for once. I guess we're at the end of the episode, so yeah, all I'm going to do after this fight is get out of here. So if you're tired, feel free to stop watching at this point. It's pretty bad. At least I'm using frame skip. It feels like... Is Cecil, like, basically immune to sleep because he's berserked or something? No. Well, he's been silenced. That's normal. Alright, let's find out, let's try to find out what the Fairy Rod can do, instead of summons. At least we can learn one thing. Eventually. It's going to take a long time to get any actions here. Fairy Rod, it casts Confuse. Well, if free confusion, I don't know, is that... I don't think it's that valuable, to be honest. Please survive. Kill. Okay. So, we're done. I survived the Gauntlet of Pain, and I'm out of here. I'm never coming back. I think, basically, my decision on the equipment here is if you want to use Rydia's attack, sure, give her the Chain Whip. It's not bad. It can paralyze. If you just want to use her for magic, equip the Fairy Rod, and she'll do a little bit more damage with her spells, which is probably the best option, to be honest. Does this just let us escape? Please tell me this is escape. Oh, at long last. Ah, thank goodness. Alright, folks. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. And never go back to the Sylph Cave again.